Hey guys, this is Tanner with Utility Disc Golf, and today I'm reviewing the Discmania DD. This is a great stable distance driver, great for headwinds and power throwers, so let's get into the review and see how this thing flies. So let's start off by talking about the look and feel of the Discmania DD. For the majority of the review, I threw the DD in the S-line plastic, but I also threw it in the P-line and the C-line, but we'll talk about how these flew a little bit later in the video. The S-line plastic is a durable yet grippy plastic from Discmania, making it a go-to plastic type for most players. The rim of the DD is a little bit wider. It is an 11-speed disc, so it's on the wider side. It feels good for a power grip and for forehand grips as well. The DD is the definition of a high-speed driver. It has a wider rim, it has to be thrown with a lot of speed, and it has a consistent fade at the end. When I threw the disc on a flat release, the DD went straight for, I would say, 50 to 60% of its flight before that fade kicked in and it started to work left for a right-handed backhand player. On an anhyzer angle, the DD immediately begins to fight off of that anhyzer angle and tries to work back to a hyzer angle by the time it ends its flight. You can expect the DD to always come back at the end of its flight and have a nice fade to the left. When throwing the DD on a hyzer angle, the DD would hold the release angle of the hyzer for about 60% of its flight before the fade would start to kick in and the hyzer angle would become more severe, making the disc want to just fall out of the sky. The DD is a pretty stable disc, so it's going to be a really good disc for really windy days for those headwind shots. It also has enough stability to where you can throw it with a forehand with a lot of torque and a lot of speed, and you can trust that it's not going to flip over. I also threw the DD in the C-line plastic and the P-line plastic. The C-line plastic is a more durable plastic from Discmania. It wears down very slowly over time, so you can get a nice consistent flight out of it for the life of the disc. The C-line plastic flew a bit more overstable than the S-line plastic, but not a huge difference. You're just going to notice that it's going to hold that flight characteristics for a little bit longer than the S-line because it is more durable. The P-line plastic is a little bit softer version of the S-line. It's got a little bit more tackiness to it, a little bit more grip. But as far as flight characteristics go, it's less stable than the S-line plastic. You're going to find that the P-line plastic has a little bit more turn and a little bit less fade at the end of its flight. It is a little bit softer as well, so it's going to beat in a little bit more over time. But if you like the feel of the DD, but it's a little bit overstable for you right out of the box, I would try it in the P-line plastic because it might be that perfect stability for you. The DD is a great overstable distance driver. It's one of those discs that you can throw into a headwind and trust that it's not going to turn over for you. You can really control the amount of distance you get with the disc because it has a very predictable fade. You can tell exactly where it's going to land. If you have a power forehand or a really strong flick, you're going to love it for those forehands because it's got enough stability that it's not going to turn over for you. If you guys like this video, please leave us a like. If you have any questions about the DD, please leave them down in the comment section below. And if you'd like to see more disc reviews from Discmania, subscribe to their YouTube channel. And until next time, stay fly.